Today I'm going to install the Hayward CL220 offline automatic chlorine feeder in my in-ground pool. Here's the box it comes in. There's a link to where I bought it in the description. This is the actual chlorinator out of the box. That black tubing and all the stuff in the bag is included in the box. It's all the parts you need to put it together. The only other things you need other than I showed here to put it together are a flathead screwdriver, which I forgot to show. You're going to need a snips or a utility knife or even scissors, I guess, to cut the tubing for however much you need. And you are also going to need a drill with a 3/8 inch bit. Here's where I'm going to be installing it. You have to put the in line for where the water comes into the chlorinator in between the pump and the filter. I'm going to be putting it right about here. The outline should be after the filter and after the heater if you have one. It goes where the water is headed directly back to the pool without going through anything else. Mine's going to go right about here. Okay, so the first step is to take the Teflon tape that's included and wrap it on the larger male thread of the check valve. That's the one you can hear a ball inside when you shake it. I put the Teflon tape on out of frame by accident because I'm an idiot. That's what I'm doing right now. And once you've got the tape on, screw it in the inlet port. They're both labeled very well as to which one's the in and which one's the out. It says it right on the unit there. Then you're going to do the same thing with the check valve for the outlet tubing. You're going to wrap Teflon tape around it and then go ahead and screw it in to the out connection. Screw it in as tight as you can with just your hand. The next step is to slip a compression nut over a piece of the tubing you're using for the inlet. Push it in as far as it will go, and then again screw in tightly by hand. Do the same thing for the outlet tubing on the other side. Put the compression nut around the tubing, push it in, screw it in tightly. Now it's ready to take over to your pool equipment. Stick your chlorinator where you'll be installing it, and once again check to make sure the tubes that you cut are the correct length that you're going to need. Also make sure you're installing the in and outsides correctly. I would think this goes without saying, but make sure you shut off your pump. I also shut my valves to make sure no water was coming in or going out of the pool. So we're going to drill the 3/8 inch inlet hole first. Kind of cleaned away some of the shavings when I was most of the way through. You can see some water dripping out now. And that's it, we're through. Next you're going to get the gasket and put it on the saddle fitting, and then put that in the hole that you just drilled. And remember, all these parts come with it. Then you're going to wrap the clamp around all of it, and then tighten it up. First by hand, and then finish with the screwdriver. You want to go tight, but not so tight that you break the pipe, obviously. Next, you're going to do the same thing you did before with the compression nut and the tubing. Screw that in real good, and then that's it for the inlet connection. We're going to do the exact same thing for the outlet connection we just did there. Measure it again and make sure you cut enough tubing. Drill through the pipe. Put the gasket on the saddle fitting, put on the clamp, tighten it up, and connect the tubing with the compression nut. And that is it. Your installation is done. Now open your lines back up and then turn the pump back on. Now let it run for a minute and watch all 4 of those connections to make sure there aren't any leaks. And by 4, I mean the 2 holes that you just drilled, as well as the 2 spots where the tubes are going into your chlorinator. After a minute or so, turn the pump off and open up the chlorinator. Now I'm not really an expert here, but I'm pretty sure if there's water in there, it's working the way it's supposed to be, so we're looking good. At this point, go ahead and add in your 3-inch slow dissolving trichlor tabs. I think it said you can add up to 9 pounds at any time. I'm not exactly sure about that. But put the top back on, set the flow rate on the control valve to whatever you want, and turn the pump back on. And that is it. This project is done. Now, as I said, I'm not really an expert. Make sure you read the manual before trying it yourself. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks for watching.